but now he's doing it, so good job sending in some of those probes right there. As we see for the units tab right now, Colossus is 3, Immortals 1, Stalkers 10, 1 Zealot, compared to 13 Stalkers and 12 Zealots. So here we have it again, this huge ball of gateway units. Maybe he could get one more High Templar here, and that would be a really scary army. But if you look at this army right here, big units, Colossus with Stalkers and Sentry in their mix. So one force field, one shield is gonna be good enough to take out all the Zealots and those Stalkers. We'll see what's gonna happen as we see this Zealot ball here being separated from the Stalker ball. I'm not sure why. Maybe if Def is gonna go for an attack, he's gonna try and flank from behind with the Zealots, but I'm not sure. As we check out the production tab again, Forge being made. Well, maybe it's about time for those upgrades. Megsyo maybe trying to go for some upgrade, because right now we are passing the middle stage of the game. It is already, I'm guessing it's in the 15-minute mark right now, because we have tons and tons of units right now, and we are above the 100 food count. And Def here having 4 Colossus, and is he gonna leave it there? And some of these Stalkers are gonna be shot down by megsyo. Here we go, fight in the middle of the map. Some of those Stalkers are gonna die, but megsyo blinking away. Pretty nice job by megsyo, trying to moving away from these units. And these Zealots are gonna be lagging behind. Maybe he needs some legs. Yes, he does have some legs, but he can't really run with those legs, because legs are for attacking, not for running away. As we see here, Def here gonna take out that proxy pylon, and here we go. Those Zealots dashing in and Stalkers blinking in to kill off these Colossus. Focus firing one of these Stalkers down, and he did take one, and he's gonna take one more unit, one more Colossus. Is he gonna take it? He might take it, but no. Definitely moving smartly, bringing one of these Colossus up there on those high ground, and these Stalkers are gonna go down to these Zealots. But these Colossus, wow, really doing a lot of damage to those Zealots. And we do see a blink one more time by megsyo and his units, and one more Colossus here by the standing here above the high ground. So most of Megsyo's units cannot really do anything about that. His units gonna stay there, zap away units of megsyo. Megsyo better pull some of those units back, because he is in a really big disadvantage right now, especially with that Colossus on the high ground. That Colossus can reach really far, and those Stalkers can really do nothing about that. And one more Colossus here going up for megsyo, for Def here, and is gonna be taking out all those Stalkers. For microwing by megsyo, he should have taken it out away from those Colossus, but then again, pretty good job. It's pretty hard to micro, especially in these tough battles, as he did almost take out one of these Colossus. That Colossus has 14 kills, wow, and he did take it out, but without suffering any casualties, as he did lose a ton of damage, ton of units, ton of damage. And he is gonna take out this proxy pylon by Def. So that's a pretty big loss for each of the players. So it's still a pretty close match, I would say. Def here lost a lot of units also, but he does have a second robotics facility, and he's gonna be churning out one more Immortal and one more Colossus. That's gonna be really quick, especially with those Cronus boosts being used for. As we see megsyo's natural fully harvested. Well, not really, because the natural gases aren't really being harvested actually. As we do see 6 warp gates still for megsyo. I think 6 is this lucky number right now. He is doing really good job right now. He's keeping the pressure on Def, trying to pressure him to make more warrior units, because right now Def does only have this small amount of units, and I'm pretty sure that with good microing that megsyo can easily take out all those units. And this lone Colossus here having a partner right now. So right now it is again a pretty even match right now. I would have to say that I really can't tell right now if who's gonna win, as we see third and a fourth Colossus coming out for Def. So again, here we go, deja vu one more time. megsyo having a small advantage, losing it just when those Colossus came out. He just lost it because those Colossus can do a lot of damage. Surprised there's no upgrades yet for those units, not even shields. As we see also for megsyo, not even unit upgrades, but he does have an upgrade for his units just right now, finishing. So these zealots are the biggest profiter of that upgrade because he does get +2 from attack because he has 2 attack, and I think Soccer should have +2 damage because he does attack with 2 beams, but nope, it's only for the zealots, which does factor in the long run, and it just stacks up and stacks up. So it is still a tight match right now, and megsyo here gonna be able to saturate this his second expansion, third base, up here near the natural of the 12 o'clock spawning location. And we do see a push here by Def, gonna be taking out this pylon here in the middle of the map near that Zelnaga tower. And megsyo really doesn't have that much units right now, trying to get rid of, and gonna try to push one by one, and blinking in one more time to kill and focus fire these Colossus one by one. It is gonna be focus firing these Colossus, and he does so pretty good. Def here trying to micro away from these units, but he should bring them up this high ledge over here, as he is having a lot of trouble with those units. And we see megsyo smartly blinking away from those high ledge Colossus, as he does kill tons of units of Def again. But it's still, I would say, a pretty fair trade by the two players because megsyo did lose all of his zealots. As we look at the units tab right now, only has 13 stalkers and not even a zealot. Wow. But Def here has 3 Colossus right now and 5 stalkers. So Def is pretty much an advantage as he goes for his high yield right here, destroying this destructible rocks. So he is gonna be in a much bigger trouble when they're fully saturated that high yield. And we're seeing megsyo still controlling the top part of this map, as megsyo and Def here gonna be controlling this bottom Zelnaga tower. So it is still a pretty even match. I'm waiting to see if Nexus is gonna go down here anytime soon, but I guess not. He's still gonna be producing more units because he is still pretty insecure about his unit counts right now. As we see megsyo, wow, bringing back tons of units very quickly. That's the big advantage of having a gateway build, having those backup units really quick. And this Colossus is gonna be a pretty fragile units. Once this stalkers blink in one more time, they're gonna just focus fire on those units. As we see a push here by Def, gonna be trying to take that expansion, and a flank here from megsyo, gonna be bringing his zealot from the back, is gonna be taking out most of those stalkers. As we see megsyo stalkers gonna be focus firing again on this Colossus, taking down one of those Colossus, and the second one's gonna go down, and also a third one. So all of the Colossus will go down except for this last one, I think, which Def here really has more stalkers right now, and he is warping in more units in a pretty ugly position. Those units are gonna be taking 2 times more damage while they are warping in, and that's a pretty good push right there for megsyo. So megsyo right now is in a big advantage right now, but we do see another Colossus right here up the high ledge. So again, you can never really easily push that front door of a Protoss, especially when there's a Colossus on the high ledge. It's very difficult. But we do see more reinforcements, more zealots from megsyo, and he is gonna be able to, if he wants to, easily take down this front war. But he does have to deal with that high ledge Colossus. Well, he does have 3 blink stalkers, so he could easily blink up that ledge and just let the zealots just rampage through here. I'm not sure if we're gonna see that, as more stalkers are gonna come in for megsyo. Wow, he has been really pulling up those backup units really quick, as he does fully saturate those mineral line, except for that best gazer, and a fourth one is gonna go down for megsyo. Weird placement of pylons, but yeah, as his gameplay, and it's right now he is working very well for him. We should see a push right here right now by megsyo, because megsyo does know that he is a bit in a advantage, because right now Def here only have this ball right here, but those three colossus again is gonna be a big factor in an upcoming clash. And he is warping in two more stop colossus here, and those warp gates are rendering pretty useless right now. I'm not sure why. He should produce more units from those gateways, and he's losing tons of workers here. He is almost mined out of his naturals, so megsyo here doing a good job trying to contain Def only to a 2 base, and he could easily win this game right now if he did push, because right now Def here is gonna be able, or is gonna be forced to move out, and gonna be forced to move, as he needs more minerals and he needs to expand really quick. And here we go, the final batch of this game, final duel. I hope it is, or maybe it's not, as we see megsyo here not really gonna be encountering those units. Gonna try to look for a better position, as here we go, those stalkers blinking in one more time, focus firing one more time on those colossus, doing a good job about it. Those zealots again with a surround, good job by those zealots surrounding it, and this megsyo blinking one of those zealots, one of those dying stalkers away from those zealots, and again a blink just to focus down on those colossus, but he did not kill any of those colossus, as he is in trouble one more time. He is losing these units, and a blink up to the ledge. Wow, good blink right there by megsyo. Good job blinking it in, and I'm pretty sure that is gonna be over for Def. He does not have any more units. He is gonna lose. He is pushing in all his probes, and there you go, GG for Def. A pretty good game by megsyo there. Pretty good game for Def. Pretty entertaining, and I can't wait for the third game. So right now it is 1-1. megsyo and Def even. Going into game 3.